Hey guys, it's Rockingtheblade here once again. What's up, everybody? Did you miss me? Oh man, guys, it has been 2 months since I've last, at least from me anyway, have done something. A lot has happened in my life, so let me just cut right to the chase. I miss you guys. I miss doing this, but a lot has happened in my life, so let me explain why I was gone for 2 months plus, and so on. I was having some job issues. Long story short, it's been resolved, thank God. So that's been taken care of, but before that, a relative of mine, which I won't go into, caught COVID. Thankfully, they recovered. Thankfully, I heard they recovered and they're doing well. So, thank God. There are not statistics of the death, but the statistics of recovering. Thank God. So those combination of those two things, plus my anxiety getting worse, other family members getting sick. There was a cancer scare at one point. Excuse me. It was terrible, but thankfully everything's okay. Everyone's doing fine. As bad as everything's been, it's slowly going back to normal again. And all I can say to that is thank God. And I know 2020, let's be honest, it sucked for not just me, but for everyone who's watching right now. Which, by the way, holy crap baskets. I have over 800 subscribers. Damn, you guys miss me that much? Well, I know part of it is because of, just thanks to one of my family members. He filmed the Wanderlei Silva video at the Expo. That's on my channel still. If you want to look for it, it blew up. It has like I think 1.9, I think 2 million views at this point. And because of that, tons of people were subscribing to my channel because that one. It's all it takes is one video. And now, last time I checked, it could change, but it's currently at 880 subscribers. That is a massive jump from what I've used to have. I only had like 200. Now I'm up 600 plus. For those of you who subscribed and thinking, this is a dead channel? No, it's not dead. Due to personal reasons, I had to go away. But I'm back. Thank you for being so patient. Hope you understand, considering what's going on in the world. But again, thank you. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being so patient. But I'm back. As far as game reviews, I can't guarantee anything, but I do like to get that's going someday. RTB, retro reviews will be making a comeback, because that was easy to do, and I kind of miss doing that. And also, Let's Plays and, reviews. I'll try to get that going in some capacity. I don't want to guarantee anything, but I want to get that going. I have to talk with, with what with the folks and see what I have, to see if we could work out something to get some of those videos up and going. But gaming wise, I know it's been bad from like Nintendo canceling the Melee tournament, and because one of the members of Splatoon had free Melee, the team free Melee on it, they canceled the Splatoon event. And then these Etika these Etika controllers, and all the money went towards suicide prevention. Nintendo does cease and desist on that crap as well. Some people saying that's not the case, but I'm hearing mixed things. So if you want to let me know in the comment section below if it's Nintendo or if it's just a different case entirely, let me know. The CD Projekt Red botching Cyberpunk 2077 to the point that PlayStation Store was at first not want to give refunds, but due to public pressure, not only are giving back refunds, but have removed Cyberpunk 2077 from the PlayStation Store. And now I recently even I think Steam was amongst the first to give refunds, and PlayStation a few days ago started doing it themselves. Now even Xbox is now joining in on the refund. I haven't heard them removing it digitally yet. They probably will soon if it keeps getting worse. And I'm not sure how true this is or not. So take this what I'm about to say with a grain of salt. But well, this is factual. But the next thing I'm going to say, I'm not sure about. One thing I know for sure, when this came out, like they made enough pre-orders to pay off the production for this game. But because of releasing the state the way it was, and a lot of developers even on Twitter are coming out saying how the mistreatment and the crunch and them dealing with a new type of gameplay style they weren't prepared for / ready to release yet, because they're more of an RPG company, third person RPG, not a first person shooter RPG, that they were going into new territory. They didn't have more time, but they want to see Project Red wanted to rush it out to make that Christmas money, which again, I'll get into that in a moment. It fell apart the way it did, and that's why we're seeing all these bugs and glitches, and now it's being pulled from stores, and it's just not losing. I heard $1 billion. I'm not sure how true it is or not, but that's the case. Yikes. Speaking of stuff being released, the PlayStation 5 and the new Xbox console came out as well. Even though I've spoken out, because even though I wasn't active here on YouTube, I've been speaking out. I've been speaking out against it on Facebook and Twitter, saying how they should release it next year, sometime around this time, November, December next year, because of COVID. They even admitted themselves it's going to be limited on stock, so they should release it next year. So by then, things will be back to normal, and, they have enough for everybody. People are like, no, shut up. You're just jealous because you couldn't get one, even though at the time, I had job issues. I had enough money to buy it. It's more of an issue. I didn't want to. I wanted to wait, because some of the systems I heard have been faulty. Good luck trying to replace. Gonna do replace it on a system that's selling out like hotcakes. And then on top of that, which I predicted would happen, scalpers have been buying up all the Xbox console stock and all the PlayStation 5 stock and reselling it on eBay for quadruple the price that it is. And now people went from telling me to shut up and you don't know what you're talking about, and it just says how it is. So now they're bitching, moaning, complaining on the internet saying, oh, I can't get a new Xbox console. I can't get a new PlayStation console. So these guys keep buying them up. Well, what do you think's happening? They have these bots that are buying up all the consoles and they're selling it for quadruple the price. I told you this would happen. So none of us trying to be an a-hole. It's just that's how it is. Because if we learn from the past, if we learn through history, when the 3DS became hot, because it had a rough start, but then when it became the hot thing to have, when they released the limited edition Legend of Zelda 3DSs or Fire Emblem 3DS limited 3DS 3DS Fire Emblem game console systems, so the Legend of Zelda ones, the Mario ones, they sold out quick. And they sold out quick like that, and they were again taken in the Fire Emblem 3DS console, handheld console. That's what I meant to say. The Legend of Zelda handheld console and Mario handheld console were all being resold on eBay for quadruple the price. So I knew, based on the information I was giving with PlayStation X, the new PlayStation and Xbox, saying that because of COVID it's going to be limited stock, I knew this would happen, and it happened. But I heard Demon's Souls is doing well, the Miles Morales is doing well, but despite that though, but the systems of PlayStation 5 and Xbox, when they work, it's fantastic. Heard with Xbox, the loading is fast, so is PlayStation. It's boom, it's instantaneous. No long loading. And I see in action. It's wow, it's breathtaking. Despite Xbox only having technically one exclusive with Gear Tactics, because it released on PC, but now it's for not released for Xbox One and the new Xbox console. Now they at least have a exclusive on there, where PlayStation has Demon's Souls, Spider-Man, amongst others. It's all running well and fantastic and good for them, but still it's you know, that, because of COVID, 20 million people are about to be evicted pretty soon-ish because of what's going on. They're not worried about buying a new console. They're worrying about getting thrown off. Worrying about being homeless. Which that's what folks should be worrying about more than a new game console. I'm just saying. And then the Game Awards felt so bought. It's just like Last of Us Part 2, Last of Us Part 2, even though, I mean, some got some adjustments. Some of it got the award that was deserved, but like, it just felt so bought out. Like, here's some money, say we won. That's what it felt like to me. Because damn, Ghost of Tsushima should have won Game of the Year. I mean, my goodness, that game has been amazing, absolutely amazing. So, because this could say it's a kind of a spoiler. What's my pick for Game of the Year? Maybe, maybe not. I'm definitely gonna do the list, so you never know. But anyway, God, I miss doing this. But there was one award I was happy about. Laura Bailey, congratulations, girl. You deserved it because she got death threats because of the character. Because she did what she did to a certain character. I won't spoil it here because I'm not that type of guy. But she did something to a certain character. And because of that, not only the character itself got hate, understandable, but Laura Bailey herself got hate and death threats. And even though she could have been like gone full MJF from AEW heel on the crowd for mistreating her, which she would have had a total pass because, my God, the death threat she got saying that she should die, her parents had died, her newborn child should die, her husband should die, death threats, terrible things. She was, again, why I love it, so graceful, understanding, understanding, patient, and just graceful about the whole thing. And even though she had the right to like be like, raise the middle finger like, screw you guys, she didn't do that. And it made me love her even more. Even though she had a free pass to be a douche, she didn't. She took the high road. And yeah, Marmus, even though if you would have taken the low road, Laura, no one would have blamed you. But I salute you, Laura, for taking the high road. You're in my respect. And if you went on the low road, I still respect you regardless. But still, for taking the high road, I love. I see why you're married. I see why Travis loves you. You are an exceptional woman who's very talented and didn't deserve any of the hate that you got. Congratulations. Other than that, it was just like, ugh. I mean, other than that, I was like, game-wise, I was like, ooh. It was like, the For Blood game that's like, actually, which technically is just a spiritual successor to Left 4 Dead. So it's a spiritual successor to Left 4 Dead. There's also this horror game, I forget its name, but it's done by the same team that did, I think, Visceral team, the leftover team of Visceral, who did Dead Space, and doing another horror game, which feels like a spiritual successor to Dead Space, which looks interesting. Also, then the main game, I was like, wow, Izawa for me was the Evil Dead game. And I was like, hell yeah. I can't wait for that to be on both current and next-gen consoles. Yes. Vermintide 2 is coming out as well. The little I played the first one, I really enjoyed it. Can't wait for the sequel. That's an Xbox exclusive. Also, which is pretty cool. Also, Perfect Dark is coming back. Here's the hoping it's good. And Xbox has been doing great lately with their rare games, with Killer Instinct. I don't care what people say. I enjoyed Battletoads, and I hadn't even heard Sea of Thieves is a game worth playing now, because I heard it kind of released a little to no content. Now they did like a No Man's Sky and turned that game around. Now it's something amazing. So now rare Xbox with rare games like have been killing it. So good on them. Hopefully the streak continues. And yeah, that's about it. It was nothing really. A lot of indie stuff games here that I really don't remember, but but still, those are the main games that were like, ooh, wow, that got me excited. And just the main thing, and I hate to get political here, but I have to. The whole political scene was just an absolute disaster, to say the least. I admit it from time to time, and I hate to get political here, but I have to. I'm a left-leaning individual. I admit that. And I admit it to you guys from every time I did discuss the topic. But I have to say, man, this whole, it felt like something that should last like a few days. It felt like it's lasting weeks and even months now. It feels like an eternity. Especially how Trump's trying to like overturn it because of fraud, even though there's like no fraud. And he has like 50 cases that have been brought up, that he brought up to the courts, and each time has been shot down because there's no proof of it. I mean, for God's sakes, he did their record in courts is worse than freaking the librarian from AEW, who's a jobber. Heck, he even won a match recently on AEW Dark. He has a win. And so far they have nothing. They're like 50, 0. And just, again, I'm not a fan of Joe Biden either. I wasn't even going to vote. But a combination of like Trump botching the COVID situation and then not only acting the fool in the first debate, but when I was asked the question, would you have done anything different? And he says, not much. Ladies and gentlemen, my fellow swordsmen, as I like to call you, my fellow swordsmen and women, it took every fiber of my being not to get up and punch the TV. Because the fact that he said that, knowing what he knew now, the fact that he knew about it and did nothing and said, at least would admit, like, I messed up, I would have done things different. But the fact that he said, like, nah, I would have done nothing different, I said to myself, you know what? At that moment, I was like, you know what? I'm not be a fan of Joe Biden, but I'd be damned if I let this asshole run another 4 more years and send us sinker deeper into hell. So that's why me and millions of other people who probably had that same passion as me voted his ass out. We, the people, need to respect the process. As of right now, it's donezo. It's over. The Electoral College has voted for Biden. It has been spoken. He's going to be our new president. So President Joe Biden will be elected as a new president. He'll be sworn in on January 20th. So bye-bye, Trump. You've been voted out. The people have spoken. You are a piece of fuck it. You are a piece of shit president. You will always be a piece of shit. You weren't even a good business person. You bankrupt companies 7 times. You were a piece of shit businessman. And the 4 years you supposedly were gonna do better, build the wall, never did. Never did. Claim you were gonna come out with claim you come up with a better healthcare system, never did. Even though, let's say you're right, that Obama and Biden made those cages, you continue to use them even though you were bad and made it worse by separating kids from their parents. And now there's kids that can't find their parents, and you're currently trying to find them as we speak because of the whole separation thing you did. And most importantly, you lied more than any other president. You lied saying, oh, this is your economy, you made his economy, even though it was off the hard work of Joe Biden and Obama. You botched COVID, you knew about it and didn't do anything about it, and when you were asked, would you have done things different, you said, not much. Banning our allies in the Middle East, making transgenders not be able to apply into the military. I can go on. The whole video could be about Trump, but the point being, he's gone. He needs to stop doing this crap. It's over. It's done. Even Fox News, even Bill Barr, one of his own personal people that's in the Trump administration, saying it is over. There's been no fraud. And if there was fraud, it was very little to not enough to overturn the election. So Trump, you fucking lost. You orange piece of shit president. Excuse for the man, even never called you President Trump because you're not my president. You were a piece of shit that didn't know what the fuck he's doing. And it was obviously so. That's why me and millions of others voted your ass out. Bye-bye, and don't let the door hit you on the way out. The door will hit your ass on the way out, you pathetic piece of garbage. You fucking jabroni MJF piece of shit. Because that's where he reminds me of. He's like MJF. He talks a lot of shit. He thinks he's Chris Jericho when he's more like an MJF. A guy who talks big shit and thinking he's big shit, but he didn't really done it or accomplish anything to claim that. Trump aside, overall, I'm glad, the vaccines are coming. There's that. The vaccines are coming. It's kind of turned to a podcast update / podcast. But yeah, point being, the vaccines are coming. So thank God that's happening. The vaccines are coming. So hopefully by spring, fall, we'll be back to normal. So we can go to theme parks, go to movies, do Halloween Horror Nights. These are the things that we used to take granted for, and go back to normal. I want to go back to normal. So please, guys, I know you're hesitant. I know you're scared. If you have questions, ask those questions. But please, I beg you, take the vaccine so we can go back to normal, go back to the movies, go back to the theme parks, get back to work, get back to doing things that we took for granted. Let's get back together. Let's work together. And even if you're a subscriber who voted for Trump, that's water on the bridge. Let's forget that. You know what I'm saying? Let's work together. I forgive you, brother, and if you need forgiveness, I forgive you. And if you're not mad, I'm not. I understand why you did what you did, voting for him. But let's work together to mend this country, because we need each other. Whether we like it or not, we're in this together. We need to work together, like the mega powers, bam, work together to fix this country. And get on these politicians asked to do their job to help us, but we also need to work together to help each other. That's the only way we're going to survive 2020. And then the next year after that, and next year after that. Alright, guys, that's my update. Thank you for watching. I'm officially back. Hopefully you tried to love the little video. I know I'm late uploading this as well, and I apologize. I had to take care of some work-related stuff / catch up, with my family, but I'm back. Thank you for being patient. I love you guys, and there will be more videos coming from me very, very soon. Peace out. Have a great day. Stay safe. I love you all, and God bless you all. Bye-bye.